Okay, week 8 review is going to be a little bit different because we did not have any trades on the session break setup, but we did take some interesting trades on euro dollar and pound dollar, which we're going to run through now. So here we are on the chart. I put in replay mode so you can see what we're up to. We're on the M15 chart, and then we just play it through here. You can see what happened anyway, but here we go. So we had these resistance zones here, which I've marked out. Here's one, here's another. Price came down here, came back up, rejected here, came back up here, took a liquidity sweep, break and pull back. And as you can see, I've marked on the fib there for the 50% retrace, and I entered this trade here, which we've just played up forwards a little bit. Just make it clear, make it a little bit bigger for you. As you can see, as it ran into profit, it was doing quite well. And then we had a pullback there, which was my opportunity to then get in again. Again, we're 50% retrace this move, entering a second position on the same trade. And then we'll carry on. As you can see, I entered the third position with my targets down at these lows here. Just play it through. Again, we had this fib here with a 50% retrace to enter the third position. As doing so, we were pulling the stop loss down. So this one was now break even, and we were still only risking 1R. So the initial trade was risking 1R here. And then as we came in to take this trade, the stop loss was lowered, basically making this one a free trade. So we were still risking 1R on overall. And then as we came into this third position here now, just play that through. We were picked up on that one. Obviously the RR, the risk to reward, was reduced on each trade. This one was a 2.25. This one was around about 1.6R. And then this one's just another 1R at the end. But total is 2.2, 3.8, about 4.8R between the three. But the important thing is the stop loss was trailed down each time. So the total risk by the time we got down here was still only about 1R. And as you can see, it did scare me a bit. It came right up near my stop loss here. But luckily it rejected on these levels here, the 100% to the fib retrace, and carried on in my favor towards my targets down here. Just play that through. And I was out by then. I'd closed it somewhere here, I think, somewhere. In hindsight, I think it carried on a little bit further, did it? I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Yeah, it carried on afterwards, but that's fine. We'd got what we wanted and we were out. And this trade, combined with another trade I'll show in a second now, actually passed my challenge on one of my trading accounts. So that was a good day. This was on Monday as well. Don't usually trade a lot on Monday, so all was good. Right. Also at the same time as taking that euro dollar trade, I entered a single entry onto pound dollar. I understand they're correlated and basically similar trades, but it was just a 1R trade and the other trade was doing fine. So as you can see here, we've got the zones and levels marked out as I was watching price action. We got the fib retrace here, looking 50% retrace, which we did not enter. Marked out this zone here. As it came down to this level and rejected and broke through to the low side, we then had a 50% retrace on the entry, which was a pullback on the 50% to the fib, which is also to this zone I marked out from these levels here. So again, we entered a GU trade, this time short, in addition to the EU trades which were also running at the time. We'll just quickly play this one through for you now. So obviously it's kicked me in here with this wick here to the pullback, which we've later marked up as a zone later on, but at the time that wasn't there obviously, so it looked more like this at the time. And I'm marking the zones up in real time as the week goes through. And then this ran, pulled back, came back up, came down to target, and it was closed. Boom, there you go. So that combined with the EU trade made Monday a very good day for me. Like I said, passing the challenge as well. Okay, so after taking that trade on Monday on euro dollar and pound dollar short, which passed the account, we then moved on to Tuesday, and again I had quite a good day on the smaller scale this time. So we're still on pound dollar at the moment on the 15-minute chart. This was the trade we just discussed. And then the next day is Tuesday, so it came all the way down to here. Pull back to there, rejection again from there. Broke for a liquidity sweep there. Pull back, and as it came back up to this level, I entered on the short there, just for a quick one-to-one trade. Again, it could have held further down, nearer to this zone, which in hindsight maybe I should have done. But to be honest, I was a bit busy and I'd already done pretty well for the week. So I just grabbed that 1R there on GU as well. And that was my week done on GU. As you can see, I carried on marking the charts up. Now if we go over to Euro Dollar now, you can see I also entered a trade on Euro Dollar on Tuesday. But these were the trades we discussed on Monday, where we entered 3 positions on the one trade idea, shorting down to these levels, as marked out by here. And that obviously went really well. You can see my prediction here. Oops, not that one. If I can click on it, it won't let me click on it. There you go. That's what I was predicting, so I'd already planned that out before any of this happened. I'd marked up the option here. If it does that, then we went to the trade. So anyway, that was Monday, and then we went on to Tuesday here, and as you can see, all we've done, we've marked out this zone quite roughly. Here's like a consolidation zone somewhere around about there, and we brought it forward to see what happens. It rejected, came back, rejected, took the high with a little liquidity sweep here. As you can see, our general trend was down, as you can see from this arrow I've drawn on here. So once you take that liquidity sweep with this train track candle pattern, we were happy to enter this as a short, and we got another 2.48 R trade on Euro again. So all in all, a really good week for me. Probably one of my best on this. This is trading a different style to my normal session break, so it's on a different account. But to be honest, I'm really happy with how that week went, and that's it really. Just a quick one this week, because there wasn't much on the session break, so there's no point showing you that. But I do trade lots of other things on the side in addition to that, and this is what I was doing instead. Okay, we almost forgot to say I took another trade, can you believe it or not, on Thursday. It's down just for 1R, as you can see I'd marked it up, closed at plus 1R. This was just a little more of a snipey trade, but in hindsight, in true hindsight style, you can see I could have held that all the way to 7, I think, or something like that. Yeah, 7R instead of a 1R trade. But I'd already had a really good week, and I was just snapping a little bit more here. This entry was slightly different. We're marking out these consolidation zones, and then a break of the consolidation zones with little retraces to enter, and just following the general trend. So here you can see it's a little consolidation. It pulled out, consolidated. As it pulled out, as expected to carry on. So I just entered the trade there, stop loss below. And it's as simple as that. Just a nice little quick snipe, really, to be honest. Against the M15 chart. So, and that's it. So that was definitely the end of the week. We traded Monday, passing the challenge account. Tuesday with those 2 single trades on EU and GU. And then this little single snipe on the Thursday. And that was me done for the week. So a really good week. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye bye.